Hey everybody, welcome back. We are the Renegades, and today we're actually Comic-Con has been happening here recently, and with that, there have been released several awesome trailers.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of trailers hit.
We just got done watching the Justice League official trailer, which we're hype about, pretty hype. And there's several here. There's one by the name of Wonder Woman official Comic-Con trailer.
All right.
Well, I'm interested to see where they go with the lore of Wonder Woman. I wonder if they're going to go full lore, or if they're going to hint at it like they've done so far with the with all the DC movies. They hint at everything and really don't commit.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
We'll have to see.
well, it's interesting that we're getting a Wonder Woman because we saw so little of her in Batman v Superman.
Right.
I mean, now we're getting this, and we're getting the Justice League movie, I believe, in the same year.
Yeah, both 2017. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, they're releasing 2 films a year. That's risky, because they got they did Batman vs Superman earlier this year. And now they're doing Suicide Squad, which comes out 5th of August.
Yep.
So I'm very interested.
Surprisingly soon. Yeah.
So, I guess hopefully we'll see where Suicide Squad takes us, and then we'll judge from there. But until then, we have the Wonder Woman trailer queued up here with Gal Gadot and Chris Pine.
Yep.
Let's see what it's all about.
How come this never happens to me when I get shipwrecked?
How often do you get shipwrecked?
You're a man.
Yeah. I mean, do I not look like one?
You have been my greatest love. Be careful, Diana. I do not deserve you.
How did she get that in there?
Have you never met a man before? I mean, what about your father?
I had no father. I was brought to life by Zeus.
Huh.
Well, that's neat.
Good answer. Okay. Alright.
I can't let you do this.
What I do is not up to you.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
Alright.
It's Etta Candy. I'm Steve Trevor's secretary.
What is a secretary?
I go where he tells me to go, and I do what he tells me to do.
Oh, well, where I'm from, that's called slavery.
I really like her.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Ladies, after you.
All right, this is gonna be good.
Okay.
I wasn't sure how they were gonna handle Etta Candy. Yep, nope, yep. I'm behind this. I'm in. Let's do it.
I really like it.
That was great.
That was pretty good.
I think I'm actually more excited about that than Justice League.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. I
Wonder
like
Woman
it.
by herself is an interesting concept. an isolated super warrior,
Mhm.
an isolated super warrior that is pretty much just from a commune of nothing but women, and honestly is a greater warrior. Well, she's a greater fighter than pretty much almost anyone on the Justice League.
Right.
I mean, Superman may have more power, but in terms of fighting knowledge and everything,
Right.
I mean, you're never going to trump Diana.
And here's the thing. So, of all the people that could actually go toe to toe with Superman, she is about the only one because she's basically immune to blunt force trauma.
Yeah.
And so Superman can just punch her, and she just looks at it and goes,
What's up?
"Really?
Yeah.
Really?" So yeah.
Which in the cinematic universe, they do seem to be scaled down power wise because Superman doesn't seem to be that stupidly overpowered. I mean, because a nuclear warhead, about took him out of the picture. So
Yeah, that's true. But
oh, BVS spoilers. Sorry, guys.
Oh, nah,
well, honestly,
it's fine.
They talked about Pat talked about that. You remember we watched the film theory,
Mhm.
in which he talked about using ionic radiation.
Right.
Well, there's one thing that they did. That's one thing they did in the Batman vs Superman movie that I thought, okay, that's okay. They've got that tied in, but at the same time, it's just like, what is Bruce Wayne always? What's his fallback? Oh yeah, kryptonite. Original. I'm like, you figure
That's the old standby.
well, you figure he would be smart enough to know that ionic radiation is deadly to Superman.
Well, Bruce Wayne, yes, but the scriptwriters maybe not.
Well, Chris Terrio was one of the screenwriters, and I think he's, from what I've seen, he's really smart when it comes to writing certain scripts. But
Yeah.
well, I guess maybe you're right, man. I don't know.
It will be interesting to see because this Wonder Woman presents sort of a similar problem that Thor did. Is that Thor is kind of a goofy origin story. It's like, oh, okay, Norse god of thunder, and in this, it's like, oh well, Zeus brought me to life. So it's like, it's sort of goofy, the origin stories. But I don't know how they're going to handle it. So far, it looks good. I don't know if they'll even go into it. You just be like,
Well,
okay,
I mean, they might
I don't
touch
understand
on
what
it
that
just
means.
slightly. But
what worked for me for Thor was that how they visualized it. They made them visually interesting. They made the world that Thor came from visually interesting, and they had very well looking characters. Odin. Anthony Hopkins as Odin.
Yep.
Holy crap, he looked awesome. With the eye patch and everything, and also Loki's design was really well done. Heimdall, all of them.
But my thing is, like, are they going to introduce? Is there going to be like a Zeus character, or is it just like maybe they'll show like the clay statue and like the lightning bolt hits it and it's not really explained?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
that's sort of what I would expect.
Well, there's a mythos. There's a mythos.
Or are they just not going to show it at all?
I don't know. Well, there's a mythos that with the mythos being what it is, they could do that, and visually they could make it work as long as you visualize it properly. The people will like it,
Right.
Because what film was it that it was Man of Steel. Man of Steel. I found Krypton so uninteresting in Man of Steel. There were some things about it that were interesting, but overall, I was just like, okay.
It didn't really show a lot.
No, it did. It wasn't visually appealing, and for me, that's what kind of killed my interest in Russell Crowe's character, and wanting the Kryptonians survive, and the Kryptonians living on through Superman and everything. I was like, well, Krypton was never really that interesting in the first place. No, really.
To that point, though, it was a dying planet, so it was pretty barren. Everybody was like in panic survival mode.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But honestly, if they make it visually interesting, Wonder Woman's origin story, fans will dig it. Fans will like it, just like they like Thor's world building that they did there. Because to me, that's probably the best part of Thor. Because Thor, Chris Hemsworth is Thor. I think he fits the character in terms of the look, in terms of the way he talks. and everything, and Loki. Tom Hiddleston is
Oh man, yeah.
is just a show stealer.
Like there's really not anybody else I can picture playing that role.
No, he's a show stealer.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
And that's what Loki does.
Yes.
Right.
So it makes perfect sense.
And you have Anthony Hopkins as Odin. You have Idris Elba as Heimdall. You have all these interesting characters.
Yep.
And then you get to the human world, and I like Natalie Portman, but
she was not utilized well in those films.
she wasn't. And Kat Dennings, I think, was underutilized.
Yeah.
Mew, mew.
Mew mew. Kat Dennings was pretty great.
Yeah.
But they could have gone further with that. And then is it Stellan Skarsgård?
Yeah, Stellan Skarsgård.
I thought he was great.
Yeah, Stellan Skarsgård.
He was great.
I thought he was really good as well. And
Honestly, one of my favorites was in Dark World. Renee Russo is their mother.
Yeah, all right.
Was
Yeah, I
pretty
can
good,
see
'cause
that.
What little you got from her, but Tom Hiddleston played off of her
Yeah.
performance.
Oh yeah.
that was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also just it
It's like-
showed the emotional depth with Loki that honestly, you've seen him like put on the face whenever he's like faking being being happy or being or whenever he's menacing and all that. But to see him emotionally strapped
Yeah.
whenever that happens,
That's probably one of my favorite lines from a movie is from Russell Crowe's character in the remake of 3:10 to Yuma, where he kills this guy that insulted his mother, and he goes, "Even bad men love their mothers."
it's true.
And you're just
It's
like,
true.
yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty fair.
So he was such a likable villain in that,
Yeah, I liked him in that. And once again, some remakes,
Yeah.
turn out to be superior to their originals in some regards. It just depends on how you tell the story. Just like we were talking earlier about True Grit, the remake of True
Oh
Grit.
yeah.
The John Wayne version. And hey, Western purists out there, read the source material. They shaped it around what John Wayne wanted instead of telling the story how it was originally supposed to be. And honestly, it turns out to be a stronger movie because of that.
Yep.
But
Yep.
okay, that's us getting off topic again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Wonder Woman, in terms of how they tell her origin story, we will have to see. We have small sites
Like-
of the island and everything.
Honestly,
Diane and her origin.
like the island looks really good just from
Yes.
what we've seen.
Yes.
What I'm expecting is in like the opening, you see the clay statue, the lightning hits it, cut to black. That's what I'm expecting.
Okay.
Um,
Diane opens her eyes.
Yeah, or something like that. But like, I don't expect them to get too much into it because I don't know that really matters.
Well,
Right.
I mean, it's not super important. I mean, the fact that she comes from a clay doll does afford her some, interesting powers like immune to blunt force trauma, and if she's hurt enough, can just meld with the earth and heal, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
We don't actually know if they're doing that or not.
No, you
Right.
don't.
It doesn't look like she can fly
Well,
from what we've seen in Batman
not
vs Superman.
yet. Not well. I was gonna say there's certain tellings where she doesn't fly. She has her invisible jet.
Right.
Yeah, and then there's certain tellings where she glides on air currents.
Yeah.
And then there's certain tellings where she can just flat out fly.
Yeah.
Her power set and her origin story have been messed with and retold and rewritten so many times.
Like 98% certain this is the invisible jet version because pretty sure I saw it.
How? It was invisible.
Good
You-
joke. Good joke.
Like, there's a wall and you just walked right into it.
That's true. That's true. You caught him there.
That was the joke. It's
Okay.
That's the joke.
That's joke.
Yep.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Laugh.
Thank you, Rainier Wolfcastle.
All right, so I think we've rambled on enough about this.
Yeah,
Gosh, we've been going for over 20 minutes.
Like I agree with you on this, Micah. I'm more excited
The
about this
Invisible
than
Jet.
I am for
I as
Justice
well.
League.
I like
Oh,
how
that.
I like how this trailer was presented more.
Yeah.
I mean, for Justice League, we got good teaser material. But
Yeah.
For this, we got some good action shots, and we got good ideas
Yeah.
of what to expect when it comes to action.
I like where this movie's going. I'm excited about it.
So, Anyway, everyone out there, thank you all so much for tuning into this. We hope you have enjoyed this. We know we did. Check out the link to the original video down below in the description. Don't forget to check out all of our various other endeavors. And also, let us know what you think in the comments down below. Are you excited for this? Are you excited for Justice League?
Yeah.
I mean, do you have the same thoughts about the DC universe that we do, or do you, or are you just a Marvel fanboy? It all really depends on what you think. But anyway, for the Renegades here, we would like to thank you. My name is Nate.
I'm Ben.
Micah.
And we will see you all later, Internet. Peace out.